Hello everyone, Engineer Pad 5290 coming to you with a little project that I just broke into. It is a LIONEL GP30, the number 181. This was an actual LIONEL HO piece that a friend of mine gave me a few years ago, and I noticed that this part here, which reflects the light, has broken. I'm going to actually fix that part. The last time I used this engine does run. It's an old LIONEL, and it hasn't been running sometimes, so I'll be working on this and just kind of just going through it and just cleaning it up and gonna make this a powerful horse again. So this is gonna be a pretty cool journey of what we're getting ready to do. I have taken the shell off, and you can see that the design on this is pretty good. I have checked all of the electrical connections here. The solders look pretty good. One person I will give credit to is SMT Mainline, who worked on a lot of these older locomotives. You want to make sure that the solder connections are good and sturdy, because over time the solders will break and the electrical connection sometimes is lost. So you got to be really careful. So, all right, we're gonna put it on the little test loop that I've got outside with the with that little Illinois Central 382, and we're gonna see if this little thing runs. Hey guys, I got it on the little test loop here. This is an older locomotive, as you well know, and this is the older loop where I run my other engines that are like AHM and whatnot. I think it's got maybe a little bit of life in it. See, it's trying to go. See, it's trying to go. See, it's got some life in it. It hasn't been running a long time, so. Because that's all a good sign there, so it's running pretty well. Hey everyone, I've got the locomotive apart. As you can see, I've taken the weight out and I've inspected the solders everywhere. They look pretty good. The wheels are going to be clean. I've got the dummy truck off, and then with the motorized truck, I am just going to use the track current to clean those. This is the reflector piece for the light. As you can see, it's two separate pieces. I just have to glue those back underneath the shell, which will just go right along in here. And clean the shell up a little bit. As you can see, some of the parts on there have broken off, but I'm going to go back and fix those with some testers, so a little bit of TLC on that. And obviously lubricate everything, and we should be good to go. So as running on the test track, as you can see how it was running, that's a really good sign of life there, because now I don't have to worry about the motor being, unsure. So this is going to be pretty simple. So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to glue all of the pieces back on like I need to do. And then also in a few minutes, I will also be cleaning the wheels for the dummy truck and putting that back on. And then, of course, we will go from there. So, all right, I will go and put a time lapse on this, and I will see you guys once. Hey everyone, as you clearly saw in the time lapse, that I have repaired the handrails on the side of the locomotive, as well as cleaned the wheels on the dummy truck. I just cleaned it with just a little bit of rub and alcohol. Alcohol to me is the way to go with it, because first off, alcohol is readily available at your local drugstore, or even your local food line, Walmart, whatever. You can get it relatively available. I've done that, and plus it dries very quickly, and it leaves no residue. I have used testers to do the repairs on the handrails. That has to sit for 4 hours, so I can't glue the clear pieces underneath just yet. That's going to be done later. So the gluing part for right now is done. The next thing what we will do is we will lubricate everything real quick. I'm just going to do a little squirt of oil on the bearings, and also to make sure everything else looks okay. The soldering, as mentioned before, looks good, which is a really big plus. So I will go ahead and do some lubing with just a little needle oiler. I've got some oil in this. You don't need much. It only takes about a half a drop to a full drop. So it does not take much at all. So I will go ahead and do another time lapse and I'll be back. Okay guys, lubing is done. I'm letting the oil sit on there for just a few seconds to get it nice and lubricated. You heard a lot of squeaking in there. So that just means a lack of oil. So what we're going to do while the locomotive is taken apart, I will go ahead and snap the dummy truck back into place. So that part has been done. Now we're just going to clean the inside of the frame with just a little bit of alcohol to get the dirt off. The inside of the frame looks pretty good, which is actually really good for me, and that definitely tells you this engine was well taken care of. So we're going to go ahead and put the weight back in it, and the light actually goes in that little hole, so I'm going to use my little small one. Okay, so that's back into place, and the light just sticks in there like that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hold off on everything else until tomorrow, and we will proceed with this project, which we will clean up the shell and also put it all back together and do a test run on the layout. So I will see you guys tomorrow. The motor has not been through in a while, so it's running pretty well for a LIONEL that comes in mid-70s. Everyone, Engineer Pat 5290 coming to you with day 2 of the Burlington Northern 181 repair. I have done some work off camera this morning after I woke up. I finished fixing the handrails on one side. The other side of the handrails are perfect now. I used some testers on that and they dried purely overnight. And then of course I went back to today and did the handrails on this side. Part of the handrails are missing, which I'm not worried about. And see, I don't know if the camera can pick this up. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This part right in there is for the headlight. I have glued the short segment right where the cab is at, just to see how the testers was going to hold it. And that's what we're going to do with this side as well. So what I'm going to do is just take a pair of needle nose pliers and I'm going to set it in there after I get some glue into the placements right there, and we're going to let that sit overnight. So this will be one of the last steps we will do before we put the whole engine back together. I did run a test last night. As you all saw, it runs great. The motor has to be broken in some more, but that's not an issue. It just needs some track time around that loop. So once again, we will go and put this part in, and I'll put a time lapse on it, and we will get right to it. Alright guys, the repair for the headlight little beam has been complete. It is sitting right now in the upright position where the gravity will push it down, and the testers takes 4 hours to dry, so it's not going to be dry really hard until tomorrow. So this will be actually a 3-day project. I was able to speed up, as earlier mentioned, to actually do some of the gluing ahead of time. So the gluing part is done. The final part is just putting the shell back on carefully and just run it as a complete unit. I really can't wait to see this all back together again. So, all right, I will see you guys tomorrow as we will do day 3. Well, guys, the 181 is still running today. Glad to see that this engine is back to life after doing just a little bit of cleaning and a little bit of lubing to it. She is good to go. So we'll be seeing some more videos of this engine coming up really, really soon. So be on the lookout for videos of this GP30. I also have another engine that I'm currently looking at that I have found from a friend of mine. I'm doing some investigating with that one, and that series will be coming up real soon as well. That one's going to involve a little bit of critique, so this one's going to be a really fun project, so be on the lookout for that. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell. We get all the latest updates, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and may God bless.